Greetings everyone and welcome to Dice Club. In our last adventure, our heroes had a rough time on deck as they were surrounded by Corvus Heath's men, including Cyrus. The crystals dropped, Cyrus and a crewmate are physically unable to pick it up, and the party is taken to the brig. Whoever's writing this story sure likes prison cells, I guess. The party is separated into two cells, Wren, Seredin, and Marsh having some bonding time in one cell, while Venus and Meadow are in the other. Venus sees a crack in the air that she can see an old lady through, who spits some rhymes before a key appears in Venus' pocket. Let's see what happens next.
Venus, you are in a jail cell with Meadow aboard a pirate ship captained by Corvus Heath. The rest of your party is in a similar cell next to yours, and you just saw an old woman through a crack in the air. She gave you some rhymes, you heard a click from across the room, and you felt a weight appear in your pocket. What do?
So I haven't told Meadow yet, right?
No.
And did the door click open, or I just have the key in my pocket?
You heard a click from the side of the room that the door is on, and you have a key in your pocket.
Okay. Hey, Meadow!
What?
Did you see anything just now?
No. Are we sure that we didn't talk about this when it happened?
I'm pretty sure we talked about it.
You might have. I don't remember, frankly. A little bit of audience disclosure. It has been 7 months.
I'm pretty confident that I know that Venus was seeing something.
Okay. Yes, that would make sense. And you did pull the key out of your pocket.
Yeah.
That was in the last episode. Okay, yes.
So where are we now?
So
you got a key?
You are where you are. You have a key?
You're in jail.
You're in jail.
Damn.
In the brig.
You're fucking criminals.
We're gonna do the fucking Barbie and Ken mugshot meme.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
exactly.
That's funny.
Okay, I'm gonna just slowly walk over to the door and just really carefully just see if it pushes open.
All right, so you move over to the door and it opens almost without you needing to even unlatch it, never mind unlock it. And it swings open. It squeaks a little bit, but the cell is open.
I turn around to Meadow and I have the most shocked expression. I'm like, what? Did you see that?
Can we see this from the other cell?
You can't see it from the other cell, but you probably heard the door squeak.
I feel like I am pretty sure that was locked before.
You know,
I feel like
Meadow, I can
it.
pretty much tell you it was 100% locked, because I feel like
right?
I would have...
it was locked.
It was locked, yeah. You were there. I was there.
Yes.
It was locked.
Yes. They locked it.
They locked it, now it's unlocked. I saw an old lady, and she said some pretty freaky stuff to me, and now we're here. And, what's now? I have a key in my pocket. I have a key, and I'm assuming that this nice lady gave it to me so we can get our friends out of here. But how are we going to do that? What are we doing now?
Well, we are kind of on a ship, so there's not a lot of running that we can do.
This is true.
After we get out of the jail cells, but we could at least go, see if we can unlock some more doors, talk to our friends, make a plan.
I peek out the door. Are there any guards, near us?
Go ahead and make a perception check for me.
I get to roll a dice.
Now, do you remember how to do checks? Do you remember what dice look like? Do you remember how to hold a dice?
Yeah. You said perception, right?
Perception.
It's where the dragon lives.
What is dragon?
I'm proficient in perception. Who knew that?
Wow.
Holy
I didn't.
shit, dude.
Yo, that is 21.
Okay. You can tell that around kind of the hallway there was the steps from where you were brought down, and you remember hearing that everybody who kind of brought you down here went back up above decks or to other parts of this deck, and there aren't any in the immediate line of sight to your cell door.
They really just like threw us down here and left. That I know of.
That you know of.
Okay. Meadow, are you ready to break our friends out of jail?
So ready.
So ready. Okay, I'm gonna push open the door and like Scooby-Doo sneak down the hallway. I don't remember what direction they're in.
I think to your right.
I think it was also to my right, yeah.
Alright, so you move over, and their cell is just on the like other side of the wall as you. So now the rest of the three of you can see just Meadow and Venus outside of your cell.
What?
Scooby-Dooing.
What?
Venus! What's up? What the fuck?
How did you get out?
We cleverly escaped.
You guys will not believe what just happened to me. It's so crazy. It's such a long but yet short story, but I have a key and I'm gonna put it in the lock. Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
So ready.
Yeah.
You ready? Okay. So I put the key in the thing and I try to turn it.
It turns and it clicks and it unlocks.
We solved your puzzle.
We solved your key puzzle.
You've solved my puzzle of dungeons.
Okay.
Not a fan of that one.
My deep dark brick dungeon puzzle.
Like that. No, do that
You've
the whole
solved it.
podcast.
we're good
Do that-
The whole
That should
okay.
be your dungeon master character voice. Like anytime it's just like narration shit.
You changed the intro guy. Fire him.
battlefield.
I'll just do Elmer Fudd for the rest of it.
Perception check.
Okay.
So you're free,
we're free.
more or less,
I'm free.
as free as you can be on an enemy ship. What are you doing?
Okay, let me tell you guys, listen, this all just happened so fast, and I got the key, and, I just, went straight to you guys, but I didn't think much of what's next, because we're on a boat in the water, and there's no land anywhere, so
This is a good
it's a good point. There's bad guys. I know there's bad guys.
How good are y'all at swimming?
I have
don't know
fantastic skills at water.
I don't think Marsh would know how to swim whatsoever. This
Where
is the
would we
first time Marsh has
swim?
ever seen like an open body of water.
Google can possums swim.
If there's anyone who can swim,
Google can Wren swim.
Yes. Possums
I've
are very
never-
proficient at it.
I don't know how to swim.
I think we established that Marsh does not know how to swim. That is
Okay, but here's the
canonical.
thing.
That has come
It
up.
doesn't matter if anyone knows how to swim. I can walk on water, but only for an hour.
Fucking Jesus, Meadow!
I can also make you walk on water, but again, only for
Our
an hour.
savior.
Have
Okay,
you...
so-
Wait, has
but-
this
but-
come
but-
up
but-
before?
No.
That would have been a
seems-
great reveal. He just sort of stepped onto the water. Oh, God.
Jesus' transition is going so well. Sorry.
Help.
Sacrilegious. Stop.
Sorry.
But, like, isn't this entire planet, like, water?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Like, there's
so
is
nowhere
there
to
land?
swim.
We would have to find another ship for that to like work out for us.
I had
Like
a
a
question.
rowboat?
Venus,
Yes.
the shark that we fought, is that the normal size of sharks?
Were those
I've never
sharks
seen a
in
shark
my
before.
universe?
You have never seen a shark like that before.
Okay. Listen, Meadow, Meadow? Marsh.
No, it's yep, that's it.
So, Marsh, I've seen a lot of sharks in my days, and I fought a lot of big bad guys. But that bad guy shark was humongous. And let me tell you, I don't want to be swimming in the same waters as that guy.
Yeah,
You make some good points.
that is a very good point.
What
I
about
don't want-
walking
He was
on the
not
same
very
waters?
In that
helpful
water.
when I tried to talk to him.
Well, at least
I mean,
we
he
know his
did answer
pronouns.
all of your questions.
Yeah, but no, yes, but he also answered no to like the question of would you stop attacking our ship? So that wasn't particularly constructive.
Fair.
Well, but he actually was a liar, because then he did leave. So,
It's true.
Even
Roasted.
worse than being a menace, he's a liar.
after I got him so
Untrustworthy.
good with a bomb.
His pronouns might
that-
not even be he, him.
Oh shit! Wait, didn't we ask it its pronouns?
Yeah.
We did, but we
he's-
obviously can't trust him since he's a liar.
But why would he lie about his pronouns?
Yeah, that's kind of crazy. Bro's pronouns are
know.
normal.
I've done it.
I don't. Maybe we can find like a lifeboat or something. You know, just sort of go.
So, okay, let me say this. So our plan is to go up deck, see if there's a rowboat in the near vicinity, and then just hop on it, and then just dip. That's it.
It's not a great plan, I
do
must
you have a
admit.
better one?
I've heard better plans.
I feel like we should lean on the good old everybody stay down here, and good old Seredin sneaks up and just gets a scope of the whole deal.
I support this. I support this.
Venus, how did you get it? So, how did you get a key to unlock our...
Oh, yeah, that. Okay, guys, get a load of this. Meadow was there. Didn't see any of
I was
any of
there.
it.
It's
Truth.
true. I cannot vouch for this.
So there was, so I had a vision. I think it was an old lady, and she was on a loom, like a loom, which is kind of tying back into the rest of our story, which is a bit freaky if you tell me. But she said some things about minutes and seconds, and a lot of like clock noises, and lots of like weird rhymes, and it's all so much. I'm trying to remember it, really.
It just happened a couple of minutes ago. I don't know why you short-term memory loss.
It's so crazy that those
It's so
couple
crazy
minutes can
that-
sometimes feel like 7 months, roughly.
Like roughly
Personally,
210
I love
days.
how
Yeah.
trying to remember it involves squinting at the screen that you're not reading from because you're trying to remember it.
Yeah, just a lot of rhyming and clock noises, like I said, and rhyming and breaking and lots of weird things. Like, I didn't really understand any of it, but then she left, and then our door clicked open, and then there was a key just in my pocket, which I didn't tell her she could put that there, but she just did it, and I don't know what that means, but I'm here now, and we're on a boat.
You saw this in the wall?
No, it's like this happened to me as well, actually. But like,
Oh, yeah.
you know when I almost died? I
I
also
remember.
saw a crack just floating in the air.
Yeah, and I told you to touch it and you didn't.
Sorry, I guess. It disappeared. So I
I
didn't see
tried
it
to
this
touch it.
time, but I believe that Venus did. Because I did see it another time.
Thank you, Meadow. That's a bit crazy
Okay.
that this happened to you.
So
and
this was in your cell over there?
Mm-hmm.
Can I go over and investigate it? Or I can't cast spells without my tools.
Nope.
I'll just do an
Ha, ha, ha,
arcana
ha.
check then.
points and laughs.
Don't
You can go over and do an arcana check, I guess.
and laugh at me. They're pointing and laughing.
No
Points
one's
at
pointing
you,
at
but
you.
doesn't laugh.
Whoa.
Laughs but doesn't point.
14.
Okay, you can tell that this room is definitely made of wood, and
No way.
wood is typically not known for its magical properties, and I don't know, the iron bars that are around that like are constructing one of the walls of this room is they're iron, and those typically aren't like super magic either, and you don't really see anything like that you would recognize from your arcane studies in this room.
Great.
It just looks like almost identical to the cell block that you were put in.
This was really productive.
Okay.
Extraordinarily.
I'm trying to find things out.
I feel like we should
I-
just throw one of our party members, Seredin, to poke their little head out and to scope the scene before we all just rush out there, because I feel like that's what we're gonna end up doing, because there's no door in the bottom of a ship.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it would be a good idea for you to look for our stuff as well.
Oh, yeah.
That's so
That would be
smart.
We
good.
don't have anything, and I can't really.
Is there any
cast
other rooms down
spells.
here, or is it just cells?
There is, okay, so at the like end of the hallway, there is a room that you can see there's like some stuff in there. Like it's probably like possessions taken from people that were put in these cells, and there are probably 4 other cells down here. If you want to make an investigation check for me, Venus.
Investigation. Wow. It's a 5.
All right. Well, you can see that in some of these cells there are like some like bodies of just like folks.
So,
Ooh, fun.
can I tell if they're moving bodies? Breathing?
Not with a 5.
That's fair. Okay. So, guys, there's a room down there that could have our stuff in it, and then there's also many other cells with people in it. And I'm sure those people aren't as big of fans of this Corvus Heath guy, just like we are. So, there's a chance we could team up, or they could just kill us immediately. But I feel like we should get our stuff first, and I think that's a great idea. By me, Venus.
Do you know that the people are alive?
I have
Like, were
very
they
poor
moving?
eyesight, and I can't look that far. For some reason. I don't know.
Same. Yeah, that's
Let's
fair.
let's find some glasses when I'm looking for the
I can make you
stuff.
glasses.
Maybe
I
I
use
need
the
to go
ones.
to my fantasy optometrist.
I'll blow air into your eye and flash a picture of a red house or red
You just
balloon.
pull it out of your pocket like an index card.
Yeah. What does this picture say?
Marsh's calling is actually optometry this whole time.
Honestly, not surprising.
Okay, so
Yeah.
are we going to
Okay,
the
so
room?
I'm gonna start sneaking. I don't know if you guys are gonna follow me, but I'm gonna sneak. Guys,
It's probably
I
better if we don't.
I
I'm
think it's a
for
solo
some reason
sneak.
I'm feeling even better at sneaking right now. Like more than I ever have been. I don't know what it is, but I feel like I'm just gonna be so good at it. Like I've honed my skills. So
Now's probably a good time to mention that the players have leveled up, which we will address like what that means at the end, and we'll kind of talk more about it later, but that's what that means.
okay. I'm going to, I guess, try to sneak past those other cells and then like get a look at them while I'm doing that.
All right, go ahead and roll stealth.
That is a 14.
Okay, you manage to kind of get to the other side of the hallway where this room is, and you can tell kind of as you're walking past these cells that there is no motion coming from any of the people in the cells, and they all seem to be at least unconscious, and a couple of them have like a barnacle or two growing on them. So
That's not ideal.
that's where they're at, but you make it to the other end of the room.
I read about this in a book. It was Fantasy Pirates of the Fantasy Caribbean.
Yes, I remember when we read that together.
Okay. Well, I'm at the other end. What am I seeing?
There is a small room that has, as you look around, you see just like some basic like weapons and stuff. Like there's some like arrow ammunition. There's a couple rounds of like what is it called? I guess you just call them bullets still, but for like flintlock pistols and stuff, and some like really cheap cutlasses, as well as everything that was taken from you when you were put in the cell.
Okay.
Yay.
Awesome. Actually, could I do a quick investigation check on those bodies, people in there?
Go for it.
16.
Yeah, they're so dead.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Never mind. I have read about dead people, but this isn't from that book I talked about earlier.
You mean your scroll?
Okay. No. Okay, we established books are canon in our world, but scroll, like, there's no books in the world of Kajuka and Demetrius. They have scrolls. That's why we
Okay.
kept saying
I need
scrolls.
to read
okay?
up on the
What?
Dice Club wiki, I guess.
Yeah.
Literally.
The fandom.com dice.
We
dice
should
club.
make it.
No.
Put the link to our
Yeah.
Patreon
That-
on
Sort
it.
of like writing your own Wikipedia. That's like unethical. You know.
I don't care.
Also, I'm pretty sure that fandom.wikia or whatever it is like, they like suck. Anyways,
Okay,
dead bodies.
cool. So
They dead.
They dead. I don't see anybody
And
else.
also with that investigation, you can tell that there's not really anybody definitely around, like any part of the crew. You can tell this level just isn't really like occupied a lot of the time.
Okay, so then what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna. Seredin's a little disappointed that the sneaking was kind of unnecessary, so they're gonna sneak back to see if they can like get back to the group with nobody noticing.
Oh, like sneak on us?
Yeah, I'm gonna sneak on you. I only rolled a 13 though.
My passive perception is much higher than that.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, minus 16.
Yeah, what's y'all's? I guess passive perceptions.
My passive perception's a 12, so I don't fucking see you.
Wren sees nothing.
16.
Also 16.
Oh, I got an 8. I see
What's your-
shit.
What's your passive
Your
perception?
passive perception is
What is that?
Oh,
It's just 10 plus your
on your
modifier.
sheet.
10 plus your modifier?
it's just your wisdom. So mine is a 16, so it's a 16.
Oh.
yeah, I would have fooled
13.
me. I have a 12 passive, so
13.
Oh. So you just see Seredin like sneaking, I guess like a Scooby-Doo sneak, like trying to like get back and sneak up behind Wren, I guess, because Wren's the only one that isn't staring directly at me.
What are y'all looking at?
Seredin, did you find anything useful?
Yeah, those people are dead, and also our stuff is over there.
Oh, wait, are there guards?
No, there's like
Knights?
nobody down. They just forgot about us down here.
They were absolutely just going to let us die here. Yeah.
Yeah,
makes
so
sense.
all of our stuff.
So now my plan of find a rowboat doesn't sound too stupid now,
No,
does it?
could still
it
definitely
still sounds
backfire.
pretty stupid. Yeah. Because the fact that there are no people down here means that there are a lot of people up there that would see us take the rowboat.
And also
So-
just endless open water for them to see us rowing away in. Also,
I will
yeah.
say, also, it's
Oh,
when you came down into the cell, it was about sundown, I think.
oh,
it was about
okay.
sun-
Oh, even better.
Did the ship have cannons when we boarded?
Oh yeah.
Great, cool. Awesome.
Did Kairos's ship have cannons? Or sorry,
We
Corvus he.
Corvus, yeah.
Fucking Corvus or whatever,
Dr.
yeah.
Helmet.
So,
Corvus he
Seredin,
sounds
was
cool,
there,
and
was
then
there
you say
stuff
Corvus
back
by
there,
itself,
too?
and it sounds so lame.
Yeah.
He's a chocolate bar.
True. Anyway, our stuff is down there, and these people are dead, so we have like nothing to worry about, and also they have other weapons, so we can like load.
Let's
up.
go get our stuff.
Okay,
Carbo load.
carbo load on weapons.
We do that.
True.
Guys,
I
we are
can
so good at breaking out
All
of
right.
prison. Nobody can imprison us ever. When have we ever not
Literally
broken out of
Thinking
prison?
about this, like,
I can turn invisible for 3 minutes.
You don't.
Very pertinent.
Or
Cool.
disguise
thanks.
myself.
Cool.
Or
Hey,
So
I
if-
love learning new things about you.
there's a lot of things that you don't know about me.
All right,
I think
you have
that's true
re-equipped.
for all of us.
You're all in that room, and you have re-equipped.
So, there are guns in here?
There is a flintlock pistol.
Oh god.
I should have
Seredin with
taken
a
the
gun.
firearm feat. I feel like I wouldn't be able to use it very well with my small little hands.
What?
Aw, you're
Is it like a
small
tiny?
little hands.
It's like,
Tiny
can it be a
little
little tiny like water gun?
No, it shoots bullets and cool guns.
But is
like,
it like
that
shaped
would be cool
like
to
the
shoot.
small size of a tiny water gun?
No, it's like a gun
Ah.
that like a pirate would have, like a
Well,
pirate
was it
gun.
a tiny pirate?
No,
It could have been like a no
I don't think it was a
pirate.
tiny.
yeah.
You're being unfair.
I'm telling you that it wasn't.
Well, it could have been.
I mean, yeah,
You
it
made
could
these
have.
decisions, Tim.
I did make, and I'm telling you the decision that I made, and it's not.
It's a bad one.
Just because you don't want Seredin to have a gun.
There's still
I just-
time to make another decision.
All right, there's a second pistol. Whatever, it's for gnomes. There's a gnome pistol.
A gnome pistol?
But here's the messed up thing: it's smaller, and the barrel's smaller, and you don't see any gnome ammunition.
Damn, I hate it when
So-
that happens.
Seredin's
This
still
is the
gonna take that
consequences
shit.
of annoying your DM until they give in.
I'm gonna take the gnome pistol. I don't think
Even though
Seredin
it's
wants to
smaller?
shoot a gun anyways. So that's perfect, and if we happen upon any gnome bullets, and that'll be good.
Like a
Someone
toy
else can
gun.
have the regular pistol. I don't care.
Ren is fucking taking the regular pistol. Well, actually, Ren picks it up, is like, hell yeah, but then thinks for a second and turns to Venus and is like, would you like to reclaim this ship, Venus?
Holy shit!
Yo!
I put my hand
we're
on
not
the
even
gun and I
Hands
just
it to
lower
her
it.
if she would like it.
It's just 5 of you against the, 80 people on this boat right now.
Tin, I'm preparing invisibility. That's one of the spells I'm preparing today.
Okay.
Just letting you know. Because now I know
Okay.
how Artificer casting works.
Sick.
And how
All right.
firing spells work.
I'm glad you learned in time
Is
to
there
start
anything-
the podcast.
Is there anything else anyone wants to do in this room while
No.
you're in this storeroom with all your stuff?
Grabbing our stuff.
Did Venus take the pistol from me, or do I still have
You saw the pistol.
I offered it to you.
Oh, you were offering it? I thought you were holding it up, showing off.
I held it out towards you, and I was gonna offer it to you as like a hell yeah, Captain, take back over your vessel.
We're not on.
I mean, we're not
This
on
is a
your
different
vessel,
boat.
but it's a different. It's it's the thought that counts.
Okay.
That was my.
That was
you
your
know.
thing. Okay. Venus takes the pistol or whatever gun it was and puts it in her bag, and she does not have any intentions of using it. But she's like,
You
"Thanks,
don't
Wren."
have a holster.
This podcast is anti-gun, just so you know.
She just
Well,
doesn't
I'm
want it in
fucking
Wren's
not.
hands.
Ren wants to shoot a gun so
Ren loves the Fifth Amendment.
Second, actually.
Second Amendment. Okay.
The Fifth Amendment is when you
Ren also
you can be
hates
silent
talking to cops, so he loves that one too.
So Venus has a holster has a haunch holster, but not
Haunch
a
holster.
not
Haunch
a
gun
pistol
holster.
holster.
And you don't?
Yeah, I mean,
I
what's the
left
problem?
mine. I left
home?
it at
Wow.
yeah.
I mean, I have several knife thigh holsters that are really hot and sexy, but I
That sounds
don't
really hot and
have
sexy,
them.
yeah.
Okay, so I take the gun and also some bullets.
Sweet. I'll say there's 7
Okay.
Right. rounds.
I
Set-
grab all my
okay.
stuff. And I grab the sword that I had we got in the cave, and I go, I don't know how to use a sword. Venus, do you want this sword? I just realized that I picked up this sword, and I don't use swords to fight.
Okay, Venus takes it and weighs it in her hand and then swings it around crazy. Not in the direction of the party. She's like, "Yeah, okay, I can get used to this sword. This magic. This."
You're
it's not
swinging the
magic.
sword?
I'm swinging the sword. Yeah.
Okay, so this sword is I'll re-describe it because it's been so long, but it is the hand guard that is around the handle is this shiny black geometrically shaped. It almost looks like a piece of polygonal coal, and as you swing it through the air, these orange and yellow and white crystals grow out of it and up the sword a little bit, and the sword lights on fire.
Yo!
Shit! It is a magic sword.
It
That's
is a magic
sick.
sword.
So if you're taking this, I will say now that you have it, you will, when attacking with it, you can roll an extra 1d6 fire damage, and it's a +1
Nice.
sword with
The
a
cutlass.
d6 of fire damage.
What's the normal damage?
Guys, I also realized that I have proficiency in simple firearms. Marsh can fire a gun.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
You should take the gun.
Yeah,
oh
we'll
my
trade.
god.
Here, Marsh. I've got a gift for you. Thanks for the sword.
Really?
Really appreciate this
Yes.
magic sword that's in my hands and it's on fire. None of us are commenting on this, but it's pretty crazy. And I reach in my bag.
It's wild. I've been looking at it in awe and
I
shock.
mean, I've seen fire before, so I don't know.
A sword befitting of a true captain.
That's what I'm saying,
Yes.
Ren.
It is
Anyways.
1d6
And
slashing
I
damage
salute
as well.
Venus.
1d6?
It's a d6 of slashing damage and a d6 of fire damage, and it's a +1
Okay.
weapon. So I think it's pretty dope.
That's
Okay.
yeah.
What's the
I
fire
thought
damage?
it was just the slashing damage.
A d6 of slashing, a d6 of fire, and
And a D6
and it's a
of
+1
all.
weapon. So you get +1 when making attacks to it, and just a +1 to damage as well.
That's kind of epic. Not even gonna lie.
Hey everybody, it's Tin, and I'm back, and I've got... I think you know what I've got at this point. Just, show notes. Want to give a quick shout out to Dax Seredin on Reddit. Thank you, Dax, for letting us use the homebrew race for Seredin. It's awesome. You're awesome. I want to thank you for listening. We have a pretty solid turnout for each episode and a pretty consistent turnout for each episode, so that's all you guys. So consistency is great, but the next few episodes here are gonna be really, really, really great. So I know it would mean just the world if you could share the show on social media with the hashtag #TheDiceCast. You can follow us at any of our social medias at linktr.ee/diceclubpodcast. Please share the show around if you can. We're trying to grow here, and you're the only way that we can do that. So I appreciate it. I would appreciate it if you would. And coming in January, we have that's next month. We are going to be doing an episode every week. So that is part of the kind of growth thing. So if you want to tell people about it so they can be caught up and be here for that, then that is great. One of those episodes, if we get a solid enough turnout, might be another Q&A episode. So you can send questions. I think you can submit questions directly to the Spotify, on Spotify, the episode. You can just send them in there, which is pretty cool. This is kind of a lower energy ad break that I usually have, but it is about 6 a.m, so there's that. And also there's so much longer in the episode still left to go, but there just wasn't an easy place at the halfway point to sneak this break in there. So this is what you get. The next episode will be out January 1st. So without further ado, let's get back to the action.
So, okay. Should I do another one of the
sneaks?
The sneaks, yeah. Should I do another one of those? I feel like this time I'm really gonna, I don't know, it felt like that was kind of, I was a little bit off my game there. But I feel like this time I'm really gonna kill it. So, I'm gonna do that again, yeah?
Yes.
Yes.
Alright, sneaking up the stairs just to take a little peek.
Okay, you move towards the steps, and as you move towards the steps, you see there's a couple other things down here. There's towards the back wall. The steps are on the opposite side of the ship as the room was, and towards the back wall you see the steps going up. You see steps going down as well, and in the back of the right on back of the ship there's on either side 2 piles of treasure, and in between them there's a door that leads outside.
Outside?
Yeah.
I thought we were
deck?
on the bottom level of the below decks.
No, there's one more below deck.
Okay. I think that I'll peek downstairs to see if anybody's gonna come up from there.
Make a perception check.
Also
go ahead and make a stealth check now as well, and we'll just use that.
Okay. I rolled a 19 for stealth and an 11 for perception.
Okay. You can't hear the sounds of anybody moving immediately down the steps. If you wanted to go down and see, you have the stealth to do so. If you wanted to go up, you also have the stealth to do that as well.
I'll use my stealth to go down and check that out.
All right. You move down, and you can see, as you look around, you don't really see anybody. What you do see is almost the entirety of the surface area of the floor is coated in these like planter boxes with dirt and like plants growing out of them. And you can see like on the walls there are tiny like pinprick holes that lead outside. And there's like drips of water going through them and that run down the wood into this like filtration system. And on like the roof, you can see there's like mirrors that kind of you can tell they kind of refract light from the outside and shine it onto
They have a
the plants.
garden like the other, like the Despair did.
Tin, that's so cool.
Thank
and
you.
epic.
That's pretty cool.
Okay.
But that's really the only thing down here. There's a couple like crates and barrels, but that's the bottom layer of the ship.
Okay, cool. Then I wasted my sneaks. I'm gonna go check.
I'll count your sneak for the same. It's
Whoa. So generous is Tin. I'm gonna go use my sneaks to go up the stairs then.
all right. You peek your head up the steps, and you can see there. This is kind of the main below decks. There is a room towards the front of the ship that you make a perception check for me.
Okay. 13.
Okay, so you can tell that there are voices, more than one voice coming from behind that door. You can't tell how many. And you can also see, as you're picking up, there's like cannons lining the walls of this area as well. And there are a couple crewmates kind of just like inspecting some of the cannons, making sure they're in proper like working order. And on the other side of the deck, on the rear, there is a door as well that you can't hear any voices coming from.
Okay. So other side of this floor I'm looking up at, or the one that was on the floor that we were on?
What do you mean?
So you just said that there's a door to the outside on the other side of the deck. Do you mean the deck I'm looking at or the deck that we were on?
The door to the outside of the deck was on the deck where the cells were.
Uh-huh.
If you go up the steps, you see the door that you hear voices from, and then on the other side of the ship there's a door that you don't hear voices from, but you can tell it doesn't lead outside.
Gotcha.
And then there's also another set of steps next to the set of steps that you're on that lead directly upwards.
Okay. So I'm looking up at a floor. There's a door with voices, a door with no voices, another set of steps, and then also people looking at cannons.
Yes, but they haven't seen you because you're very good at stealth.
Hooray!
Stealthy guy.
I'm just gonna report back all of this information to everyone else because Seredin doesn't want to sneak too far away and get stuck.
Good
so I'm
idea.
gonna go back and be like, okay, so there's
Game plan.
downstairs. It's just a garden, and then upstairs there's people looking at cannons, and then there's a couple doors. One of them I heard people in, and then there's more stairs. So, I don't know what you guys want to do. Probably not the door where there's people, right?
Yeah.
Y'all got nothing? No.
Thinking.
Hurry up!
I can cast invisibility on 2 of us, and I can be invisible for 3 minutes.
Would the other person also be invisible?
2 of
For
you
3
could
minutes?
be invisible. No,
For 3
yours
minutes,
would
I mean.
Yours would be for an hour.
Oh.
It would be concentration for up to an hour.
Okay.
That's so long.
But I can only do it on half of us. And I can, as a reaction, I can, mechanical terms, I can react up to 3 times
On one of my turns, I can use my reaction to...
to turn invisible because of a thing I got from being a fearbolg.
Okay. Well, I feel like if you're gonna turn someone invisible, I don't know if it would be me since I'm, like, I can already sneak around, so maybe it could be someone else and we could kind of go on a little invisibility mission.
Who's the least stealthy of us?
I'm
pretty-
very unstealthy.
I'm very stealthy.
I have
so
I have 0 as
have a
my
+1.
modifier for stealth. So
My stealth is +2.
I have a +6.
Yeah!
Whoa, wait, hold on.
fuck?
What are you saying?
That's
I
because of the way I built myself. I'm very stealthy.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I technically have a +6, but with my, I got a feat, so I have a +9.
That's
Meadow,
What
wild.
on earth?
Meadow has
We have
terrible
stealth machines over here.
What the fuck, dude? plus 9.
Oh,
Man, I was rolling
has
fucking
calculate my hit
13.
points.
Meadow has terrible stealth because she's openly trans. Okay, that was my trans joke. Thank you, everybody.
Beautiful.
Help.
Oh my god, okay.
Okay, so I guess turn Meadow invisible for sure.
There's
You said you could turn half of us invisible?
yes, 2 of you I can turn invisible for an hour, but that's all I can do. And then I can turn invisible for 3 minutes.
Okay.
Okay. So, what if we do Meadow and Venus? Because Venus is the tallest besides Marsh, I think.
Yes.
And presumably it's easier to sneak when you're small.
Also, Venus is
yeah.
bright.
Not that I'm short. I'm very tall, 5'8".
All right, then let's do the darn thing.
Yay.
All right. So I'm turning Venus and Meadow invisible,
Cool.
and we're just
Okay.
gonna sneak.
You don't
invisible.
see them anymore.
Magical
So-
girl transformation.
Yeah, basically what I do.
And at the end of it, I'm just invisible.
I have a
Nothing.
mechanics question for flavor.
I have a mechanics answer for flavor.
So when Venus is invisible, if invisible Venus were to hypothetically use the fire sword, would the fire show up in the real world? Just sort of like as a flame
I
coming
think
from
the
nowhere.
Yeah, I think the fire would, but the sword wouldn't.
Ooh.
Banger! That's so good.
That's very cool. Thank you, Egg.
So, can I do another flavor thing?
Yes.
Basically, how I make you guys go invisible is I use my tinker's tools.
Tinker's tools.
And I weave together 2 little dice, and you guys see me just kind of like like while I'm tinkering, there's like ooh, and there's magic, and they're like glowing a little bit. And I toss one to Meadow, and I toss one to Venus, and then when you guys catch them, you go invisible.
Cool.
That's
And then I
cool.
eat
The
it.
spell dissipates
Immediately upon becoming invisible, I pick Seredin up and like move them around, like just levitating.
Bro,
Make a strength check
I'm
for me, please.
flying.
Oh, that's gonna be bad. Okay, wait. It's a 16.
Okay, you do this cool thing.
Dude.
I go over to Wren and I pick up Wren and I do the same thing.
A creature.
I got a
Anything
23
the
for strength.
target is wearing or carrying is invisible as long as
Okay,
it's
yeah.
on the target's person.
You do that as well. All right. All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
So, int visible.
Get into the darn thing.
And those are all of my level 2 spells.
Banger.
Banger.
Question.
Answer.
It's not gonna be necessary because their stealth is great, but if Seredin got into my backpack while I was invisible...
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah?
I said. I think if I said Venus's sword would be invisible, so I think your backpack would also be invisible, and it would be like concealed inside an invisible backpack.
Cool.
I think that works.
Okay.
Silly.
I'm
Can
gonna
I fit
hop in
Wren
and
in
poke
my
my little nose
backpack?
out.
I definitely fit.
I'm gonna say no to that one.
Damn. Fucked up.
I'm getting in that backpack right this
all right.
second.
All right, good.
So guys, it's me. I'm in the backpack. So where are we gonna go? Do you think? Because we've got the door that's
I
right
could-
here, and then we.
I could also cast Disguise Self on you, Wren.
Nope, you can't.
Or on me.
It's disguise.
That is
self.
not
I
a
can do
thing
it
that-
on myself.
That is a thing you could do. Is
I
disguise
can-
yourself.
I can just sneak, dog.
Okay.
I think I'm good.
You'd have to, because you can't disguise self somebody else.
That's not your
Disguise.
I disguise
What
yourself.
if-
The self,
what
if you really
Marsh
think about
kins
it.
Wren?
Are any of us
Well-
truly an individual consciousness?
That's what I'm saying.
We cannot.
Okay, so our plan is to go up these stairs and then go up the other stairs, or are we gonna like try and knock these guys out? Try to listen into the door, or are we just going straight up there?
How many people are on... How many
Ooh.
crewmates were there? There was a lot.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna have much luck knocking them all out.
Well, there was
And
two
I
I
saw
saw
Jimmy
about
cover
cannons.
6
as well.
on the deck.
6.
How many?
6 on this floor, kind of just doing their cannon stuff. And you heard voices in there, but you don't know exactly how many, but it sounded like definitely more than one.
I think
It would
we
be
should
good-
try to get information more so
Yeah,
than
let's-
initiate violence.
Got
I
it.
Let's
agree.
listen to
we should
that.
also try to get the crystal back if no one's
Yes.
picked it up, because they got burnt,
Yes.
which is interesting.
Yeah, let's listen at the door, I think, is my vote.
We do that.
We're there.
All right, everybody who is not invisible, I think at this point, are you going invisible now, Marsh, or are you just going to stealth it?
Stealth check.
That's a great question, because I only have 3 minutes.
Guess who got a dirty 20?
Whoa. Sneakiest MF alive.
Can I choose to go invisible after I stealth or no?
After you roll your stealth?
I think
I gotta
Um,
choose one.
if well, you could choose to go invisible after you stealth, but if you stealth bad, you still stealthed bad, and there will be consequences to stealthing bad. But you could still go invisible after that.
I'm just gonna go invisible.
All right,
I think
3 minutes is a decent amount of time.
Yeah.
Like you're not taking up a lot of time doing
Yeah.
really anything. So
yeah, basically, what Marsh does is they take like a really quick breath and they go, and they go invisible. They basically get really anxious for a second and then poop.
okay,
That's so
Nice.
real.
So, what do we hear?
who's gonna be? I'm just gonna have one of you do a perception check on the door, like trying to hear from the door. Who wants to do it?
Okay, I guess I'll roll since I have +5.
All right, go Seredin, go.
Go, Seredin, go, Seredin.
Okay, that's a 15.
All right, you
Not
can
bad.
hear on the other side there are plenty of guys. Probably at least 15 on the other side of this door. It's kind of a cacophony of just random like pirate jargon. They seem to just kind of be hanging out right now. You can hear some like tunes being played. A lot of like hearty laughs and clinks of like wooden dice on the table. Some like coins being thrown and dropped and stuff. That's kind of what you get. At least 15 voices, and they're just kind of partying in there.
Okay, so this is the break room. Okay, I guess I'm just gonna very quietly go, This is the break room. There's
How
a lot
many-
of guys.
How many?
I count exactly 15 voices.
15 voices. I can make like 4 bombs that could walk in there and set off.
I don't think.
Why?
Don't
Serving
don't-
what
I want us to go in that
purpose?
direction.
bomb
No.
them.
I'm not
What?
going to. That is a thing that I can do, though.
Bad idea.
If we need
Why
to
would you
continue
suggest
stealthing,
this?
if we need to continue stealthing, that's something I can do.
I think a bomb is the
Okay.
opposite of stealth.
Honestly, I'm into it.
I
Well,
don't
you would be.
have silence either. So
Let's just go upstairs.
Yeah, I was also thinking
idea.
going upstairs.
do we have to cross the room to go upstairs?
The cell, the stairs and the door that you're listening to are like, pretty close to each other.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, so we don't have to go across the room, but we can just go up the stairs.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do that.
What
right.
do we see?
Do we have
Um,
to sneak again, or is
I'm gonna
it single?
have Wren stealth again.
Even though I got
But-
a 20.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have you stealth again.
I was gonna say
Oh, fuck you! I got a nat 20 this
Alright,
time.
okay.
On the Eggy dice?
I was gonna
Literally.
say that I could give the help action by by standing in front of Wren, but I'm realizing that that's not how
I
physical.
don't. I don't know.
Anyways.
Regardless, you
Invisible shield.
you all, I guess, just go above the deck, and you can see just this scene of a bunch of pirates. You can count maybe 30 on deck, just going through their like pirate activities. They're like hoisting ropes and like tying knots and scrubbing the deck and stuff. And you can see there is what do you make a perception check again? I'm gonna say not Seredin because you're in a bag.
I want to
Yeah.
do it.
Yeah.
I
Should all of
volunteer.
us or just...
I guess all you can. There's no reason that all of you can't.
Oh, good thing.
17.
Wow.
Seredin, if you really want to, you still can.
7?
Yeah.
I got another 8.
I'm gonna do it at
17?
disadvantage,
That was 7.
though, for fun.
Okay, yes, that's a good idea.
I got an 11.
Damn, I rolled a 23 my first time.
Too bad about the disadvantage.
9.
Self-imposed
13.
disadvantage is great. 13. So highest is 17. Meadow sees.
Yeah.
Okay. So Meadow, you can tell that there's all these people. They're doing their stuff. Up at the helm, you see a crewmate at the wheel who is not this helmed man who you've taken to be Corvus Heath. And also, you don't see Cyrus on this deck. But there is a like below the helm, there's a room kind of like where Novella's captain's quarters were. And also behind you there is another kind of door that is leading under the forecastle.
Can I... Where were we when we dropped the crystal?
I was gonna ask
Actually, you were on the other side of the deck, near the steps that lead up to the helm. You can see on the ground there the crystal is lying.
Should I go get the crystal? Are they gonna notice if I get the crystal?
Honestly,
They might.
Because I am invisible, but the crystal will disappear. So
yeah. If you kind of
You're invisible,
if you put your bag over it and just grab it like that, it'll just go invisible.
Yeah, but
And I don't
then they'll
think
be like,
anyone-
"Where'd the crystal go?"
yeah,
I don't
they'll,
It's
think
gone.
anyone
if anyone's looking
is
when I
paying
do that,
attention.
they
It's
will
also,
see it
it's
disappear.
nighttime, right?
Oh yeah.
It is nighttime. It is
Ooh,
nighttime.
That's true.
It is nighttime. Is
The
the
moon
crystal
has risen.
Is the crystal glowing or anything? It's just blue crystal.
I think right now it is not glowing.
It's not glowing.
Should I make it? Should I make an attempt at crystal snatching?
Is it how close is it to the office? The where Novella's office is. Under the. It's pretty close, right? Because it's near the door to the.
It's about I'll say 8 feet from the door.
Interesting. The door's closed.
The door
Yeah.
is closed, but there's a light on in there.
You can get the crystal and then listen to the door.
That might be a good idea. Or
Yeah,
look.
yeah. I'm gonna go for the crystal.
Good luck.
There's also a light on in the door that was underneath the forecastle.
Yes. Well, I'm invisible, so
Okay.
Meadow's invisible. I should probably roll stealth at this point.
Oh yeah. Did you not go invisible?
I did go invisible, but it's probably been 3
No,
minutes.
I think 3 minutes is not passed.
Okay. Well, tell me. When
I will
to
let
roll.
you know. I will give you a notice when your thing is going to expire, because you would probably have a pretty good gauge for what 3 minutes is at this
Yep.
point. So,
Marsh gets anxious a lot.
Alex.
yes, I approach
Meadow, I
the
guess.
crystal and
Okay.
try to sneak it into my bag.
I'll say make a sleight of hand check.
That's gonna be bad. Do I get a bonus because I'm invisible?
I can say you have advantage because you are invisible.
Okay. It's a 13.
On an advantage.
Yep.
Oh boy.
Bad
That's
rolls,
not
no
horrible.
bonus.
That's not horrible.
I think that. Trying to decide what the most interesting thing to do right now is.
No, do something boring.
I think that works, but there is a crewmate now who is coming down the steps, which are a foot to the right of you, and he has a box in his hands, and his line of sight to the crystal is not there yet, but it will be soon.
So he's gonna
That's what
notice
I'll
that
give
it's
you.
not where they left it.
If he's paying attention.
If he's paying attention, yes. I mean, right. Do I have any sort of idea, where he's heading?
He's headed down the steps. He's at the top of the steps now. We can just go bullet time right now. He's at the top of the steps, heading down. You can't tell what he's gonna do when he's at the bottom of the steps, but it is the steps that are nearest to the crystal, which is a foot away from the bottom of the door.
Right. Can I move towards? Because I wanted to also listen in on. Was it Novella's quarters that were by the?
It's not Novella's quarters. I just
No,
made
not
that
Novella's. The fucking
comparison.
right. Yes, the captain's.
Yes,
quarters.
They're just the captain's quarters underneath the helm.
Can I move towards those and press myself up against the wall so that I'm as unlikely to be run into as possible?
Yes.
Yes, I do that.
I think you can also make a perception check.
Why am I rolling bad? Can I roll good instead? It's 11.
Okay. There's a light on from inside, and you don't really hear you can't really see through the glass. It's like tinted. It's like kind of semi-opaque, so you can just see that there's light illuminating the glass that leads like into the door. And you don't hear anybody in there, but there is a light on.
Right.
And that's all you get.
That's all I get. Well, I'm not going to open the door, because that would be too risky. Any progress on our guy?
Are you just gonna be there and wait for him to go down the steps?
Well, it hasn't been... It can't take that long.
I mean, is that your plan? And your plan is not to, like, leave before he comes back, it's to be there? I'm just, like...
Well, I just think I am invisible, so it doesn't really matter much where I am as long as he doesn't run into me, you know?
Okay. Alright. He comes down the steps. He's got the box in his hand, and he looks...
Fuck.
He stops, and he looks at where the crystal was, sees that it is definitely not there, and he kind of looks around, and he moves over to the nearest crewmate, who is just a few feet away from him, like, polishing the guardrail, and he's like, hey, hey, Willard, you see,
Willard.
you see where did anybody come grab the catalyst? I thought that was kind of my purview. I got this whole box for it and everything. And then Willard looks and is like,
well, huh.
Willard.
It was right there. I didn't see. I could go check with the boss if he took it, or I don't really, I don't know. I didn't see it. No, I didn't see anybody grab it. And then, the other guy's like, you keep polishing. I'll go check in with the boss. And he walks over to, the door, and he knocks on it, and you hear a voice say, what?
Yeah, can I run back towards the cells?
Okay.
Maybe.
Back towards us?
Yeah.
We're gonna be invisible, though.
Yeah, no, I'm invisible, but if they go check the cells and we're not in there, then we're in trouble anyway.
Oh shit.
Well, they won't
That's
see you anyways. You're
true.
invisible.
It's true. That is true. But you can break the spell, though.
I can end
yeah.
it early. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's
But
concentration.
I wouldn't be able to put it back on. Yeah.
So you're dipping?
I'm dipping, I think.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Oh, you dip. We all got a dip.
You head back to,
What's happening? What's happening? Why are you running?
Seredin. Oh, Seredin's not invisible. Shit.
I think Seredin, you can see the inside of the bag. I think
I
I'm trying to. I was trying to
would've
decide whether or
given-
not you could see through it, but I think since you're inside of it, you can't see out of the bag.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking
I would have
too.
put
Okay.
the catalyst in the bag, so I think Seredin has it at this point.
Okay.
I'm holding it.
We saw that the guy goes and knocks on the door, like
Yes.
from where we were. Okay. Should one of us go and try and listen on what they're gonna talk about,
I feel like if
and then
we
run
all
back to the
dip,
cells if we need to?
if one of us
From
dips,
where
we
you
all
are,
dip.
as you're discussing this, actually, you can see that he kind of opens the door and goes in.
Does he close it behind him?
He does.
Fuck.
So they definitely noticed that I took the crystal. I don't know what to do about that, but they had, yeah, you can see. They know.
I should have chosen a bag of holding. I'm so stupid. We're the ones that brought it, and so they're gonna be looking for us. If we return return our equipment to where it was, and go back to the cells, they won't look in our equipment. I don't think. They're gonna be looking for us.
I kind of don't want to go back to the cell, personally.
I mean, I don't want to be locked in the cell, but I also don't know what to do, you know?
Yeah, it's a little.
I don't want to be found out of the cell either.
sticky
If we go back to the cell, they're
Are
gonna notice that we
there-
have all of our stuff.
Are you having
Okay.
this conversation on the main deck?
No,
I thought we were,
worry
like, on
about
the
that. I thought we
stairs.
were already gone.
We're
back
doing
to the cell.
we're doing the thing that they do in movies where if you have the conversation on the other side of an open door, it doesn't matter. They can't hear you.
Okay. All right. Oh no. Yeah. Okay. That tracks. That tracks. Continue.
Tin, I actually had a question. Could we see any rowboats from where we were on the deck?
Not above deck. No.
Not above deck.
Let's.
Okay.
I mean, maybe we could just check out that other door that was on this deck before we run back. Just to see if maybe
Yeah.
there's a beautiful escape plan right there. There's an archway and we just go. We just run.
Stick it in there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's Sure.
So, like, the other door that's on the main top deck?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
All right, that's not too far away from you. There is a light on, and the door is closed.
Okay.
Was that the captain's room?
No,
No.
it's the...
Oh, okay. It was a different
There's,
one.
like,
Okay.
on either side, there's, like, pieces that go up and rooms that go...
Yeah.
Can we hear, if we go over to it, can we hear voices?
You can make a perception check.
I will do that. Please not another 8. I've rolled 8 3 times in a row. I hate
my god.
this. I don't know what's wrong with me. Perception, that would be another 11, I think. Perception. Yeah,
Can
it's
I-
11.
Can I perceive?
Everybody just perceive.
Okay.
It'll be so much quicker this way.
I rolled a 19.
Why do I roll so
17.
poorly? That's a 10.
Ren, you can't hear anybody in there. You can actually hear a snore,
Guys, I think someone's sleeping.
but you can't hear any activity.
That means we
Snoozing.
could sneak by.
I agree.
Sneak by to see what's past.
Let's do it. I love
Alright,
to sneak in, you guys.
Are you opening the door?
Yeah.
Sneakily.
All right. I think when you roll, who's opening the door?
I feel like it should be an invisible person.
It should not be me.
That leaves one.
Stealth.
Well, two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would
stealth
say
with
me,
advantage.
but,
Stealth with
I mean,
advantage.
I can also... Oh, with advantage, because you're
just
invisible.
roll a stealth check with advantage.
Do
One
it,
of you
Venus.
guys.
You got
I'll
this.
do it.
Yeah, you do it.
Come on, baby.
Come on. Come on.
Yeah. Okay, so that one was a 15, and that one was a 14.
All right. Yeah, you can open the door. It's not tough. It's like this door seems like it's been well tended to, so it doesn't really squeak at all. So you open the door. And do all of you go in?
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah.
All right.
Sneak in.
Inside, you see a kind of small room with a few beds kind of lining the room, and in the center of it, there's a table. On one of the beds, there is a sleeping crewmate who looks like he's wearing like fancier clothes than the rest of the crew. But on this table that's in the center, you can see there is a small pouch and two pieces of parchment.
Go over to the pieces of parchment. What do they look like?
One of them is a map that kind of resembles the one that you saw that Novella gave you with the stuff on them, just without anything actually on them. It has a lot of like constellation charts on there, like in regards to the ocean. And you can tell they kind of use like stars to navigate most of the time. And the other map, there is like land and continents on this one. Actually, just one main like continent, with landmarks such as Westerfell, Easton, South Faroe, North Helm, and Shiftstone.
Oh, fucker! This bitch.
Wait,
Is
this maybe is a weird question, but do any of the charting and like navigation stuff on these two maps match up?
No.
Okay.
Oh.
Well,
So
That was
the
a real
map,
good question.
the map with the like South Faroe, North Helm, Shiftstone, it doesn't really have the same kind of like constellational mapping. It just has like latitude and longitude lines.
Okay.
Interesting.
Are there any points marked on the South Faroe map?
No.
But there's no points marked, but they are like named.
Yes, they're named. I mean, there's no like special indication outside of the like legend of the map.
Yeah. Okay.
No external markings.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Interesting.
And then what's in the pouch?
You pick up the pouch and it jangles around, and you open it up, and there's 45 gold pieces.
No
Nice.
way.
I just reach out of the backpack and grab a bag of gold and just like slip back in.
Do those go in my inventory now, or?
Yep.
Mark
Unless
down
Seredin, you
Seredin
put them in your inventory, and if you keep them in the bag, then it's in Meadows. I'll leave that up to you.
I'll put 23 of the gold into mine and 22 in Meadow's bag.
Please.
All right, but that's really the only thing here.
Is there a door on the other side of the room, or is it just
Nope.
room?
It kind of like comes to a point at the end, and you see that you can tell it's like the end of the ship.
Can I do a detect magic? Because we love detect magic on this
Go
show.
for it.
I have to do it. I always forget.
You
Do I have
just
to roll
do
for
it.
that? I just do it.
All right.
Do I detect anything? I'm doing it kind of on the room, but on the maps in particular.
There is actually no magic that you can detect the auras of. You can kind of detect the aura of, I'll say, evocation on Venus's sword.
Yeah.
And there's some other kind of magic auras that you guys give off, because I think all of you do or have magic stuff now.
In some way or another.
Nothing in this room is giving off a particular aura.
Okay.
Is there anything else you want to do in this room?
Should we take the maps or leave them?
Take them. Obvi. Obvi.
I roll up the maps and put them in my inventory.
All right.
So, South Pharaoh map and Constellation map?
Yep.
Okay. Anything else in this room besides this sleeping feller?
No.
Ooh, I didn't like that.
Okay. So it's just a guy sleeping and then a table with 3 things on it.
Yup.
Great room.
Nice.
Room.
Okay.
That's what's in my notes.
Is there like a porthole open up to the night sea air?
What
Sure.
was the third thing on the table?
the
Oh,
pouch,
the bag. Okay, yeah.
Bag.
which
Sorry.
is mine. Hey, I gave you some of the gold, but I'm keeping this pouch. It's nice.
Yeah, you can.
I meant to do this while we were
pour the gold
outside.
pieces out loose into my bag, I guess.
No, I tucked
jangle
them in
around
a
in
little
there.
pocket.
What did you want to do, Wren?
I meant to do this while we were outside, but I was gonna look on the, just deck of the boat for the rowboat that will presumably be there.
Well, we
I
can
think
go outside
Marsh
again.
asked about this already, and I mean, you can head outside again, and there aren't any rowboats on the main deck.
I
But we
look
can
over the
come
side of the boat, because sometimes they have them, strapped to the side, hanging
Yeah.
off with ropes.
So wait, that means we have gone back outside?
You're
At
gonna
least
have
Wren
to do
has.
some intense stealth because there are people just kind of going about their
Oh, they
business
are?
on, especially particularly along the edges.
Well, it's
Never
not like
mind,
Ren rolled
I
a nat
think-
20 or anything.
I did roll a nat 20.
I mean, and you've just been standing up on top of this deck. I think
Yeah.
I think that sufficiently serves your nat 20.
Just
Of
standing?
just standing
Okay.
there and nobody
Standing
seeing
around.
you. I think that's a nat 20.
Fair enough.
One of you invisible people, can you look over the edge and see if there's a boat?
Yeah, sure.
Like a rowboat?
Sure. Yeah. Yeah, just keep an eye out on the captain's deck, room, whatever. Because, we've got trouble over there. Yeah, I investigate the boat.
You can just look over the other side, and you don't need a roll or anything.
Good, because that was a very bad roll.
You can see towards the back, there's a little balcony area that has, you can tell, at least one rowboat kind of docked on the back.
Okay.
On the back of the ship?
They have
the back of the ship.
lifeboats on the,
Interesting.
at the back of the ship.
Would any of the doors that we've seen so far lead to that? Maybe on that middle deck.
Good question.
There's been a couple doors that are on the back side that are kind of where that, at the same side of the ship. There's been a couple doors. There's the one on the deck below, and there's another deck on the south block.
Okay, cool. Should we take the rowboat?
I don't know what else we do.
Well,
I feel like there's more
the
adventure
problem
here.
is that if
I'm
we
sort
take
of-
the rowboat, we are just abandoned on the open sea.
Yeah, where do we go?
Yeah.
But do we want to be in Cyrus's ship?
Kairos.
Well, it's not. Well, you want to be inside.
yeah, you want to be
No,
real bad.
I
wish you were
I'm
inside
over
the
this
ship.
man.
You're.
I'm over
him.
this man. He's an asshole and a jerk. I went off his ship as fast as possible.
I just don't. I mean,
I feel like it makes us very vulnerable because we would be in a rowboat abandoned at sea and we don't really know anything.
We could wait and try to find out more information about this Corvus Heath. If we go back and rest, we can invisibilize.
Yeah,
again.
I just personally, we haven't
Control.
had a lot of time to discuss this as a party, but I think it's really freaky that this Corvus Heath guy is definitely Kairos.
Yeah,
Because we killed him. I was
considering
there.
that he died,
I saw him
and
die.
his corpse was shriveled
He
up.
was very
Did
dead.
Any of us?
So
None of
think
us went to look at his corpse, did we?
Because didn't it
no, he
disappeared?
was so dead.
The corpse did not disappear. You saw Cyrus jump into the beam of light that shot up from around
disappeared.
it. Cyrus jumped in.
Yes.
You didn't see anywhere of him, but you saw the shriveled body of
Yeah, no,
Kairos.
he was super dead.
With,
So
like,
this
his armor and
is very
everything.
freaky, and I do want to find out what's going on. Against my better self-preservation judgment, I do want to know what's going on.
At
Maybe
this,
it's like
I was gonna ask Tin. At this point, have we noticed any hubbub surrounding the fact that the guy was talking to the boss about the fact that the crystal is gone?
You can tell that Corvus kind of runs a pretty tight ship, and everybody's doing exactly what they're supposed to be doing right now. But there hasn't been anything else from the door. Like, he just went in there, and you haven't heard anything else. The door's not opened again.
Okay,
I think we should go back to the south.
Yes.
And I will say that your invisibility is drawing to an end.
Okay.
It's so been more than 3 minutes.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know.
we've done bullet time. It's okay. We're talking very fast.
It's been so more than 3 minutes, but okay.
Let's go back.
I
Let's go
think
back.
that, yes, absolutely, because if Corvus Heath, is looking for the crystal,
Corvus Heath.
then he probably has a plan for the crystal that might involve
And that-
another portal, and personally, I'm Team Portal, so...
Let's just see where this ship takes us. I think is a good idea. And with that, let's get back.
Yes,
because
cells.
my invisibility
Back into prison.
Over. Back into prison.
Back into prison.
I
Is
guess
everybody down to just go to the back into the
We
cells
have
the
the key.
Seredin
Yeah.
certainly is
We
not.
have the key.
Yeah, what's
I mean, we
what's
don't have much of a
next?
choice.
What's after that?
We could the two invisible people could try and sneak into Corvus's room.
There are
That's an
two
option.
other places that you haven't.
That's true.
Yeah,
I'll say.
I would like to check out those
I mean, the
two other doors
Yeah.
that we haven't been through.
we could, especially those
Sure.
of us who are still invisible, can...
I can hold. We can go back. I could go back to the cells and hold concentration on them, and then they can report back.
I mean, that sounds good to me.
Cool.
Is that what we're doing?
Okay.
So I'm going
Sounds
back
like
to
it.
the cells and holding concentration.
Yes.
While
Ren,
Is
you-
anybody
I
else
guess
going
you
back to
can
the
choose.
cells?
Back.
I'm feeling pretty stealthy.
All right.
Okay. Split up the party.
Tim, you want me to roll stealth for going back down?
No. I think you'll be okay. Because you just have to make it down the 2 flights of steps that are right next to each other, and I think
Yeah.
you're fine. And I don't want to roll another stealth check.
Marsh just gets really anxious and it goes out a little longer.
All right. You make it back to the cell, and the other 4 of you. What are you guys up to?
I guess sneaking
Investigating.
to, that door that was on the deck with all the people polishing the stuff.
All right. Wren, make another stealth check.
Gotcha. Jesus, I roll so high today. I don't fucking know. It's 18 plus 5, which is
Sick, dude.
doesn't even matter.
Dude.
All right.
Doesn't even
so
matter.
you're going to the other end where there is this other door.
Yeah.
Okay. You go through the door, and inside you can see there are kind of a bunch of hammocks that are lining this wall. There is a window on the back. There aren't any doors that lead out, but there is a table in the kind of center of the room, and it looks like it's got just like a bunch of papers kind of like sprawled across it. And also on this table is a kind of like it looks like a machine that looks like a bunch of different sized metal rings with measurements along their circumference, all kind of surrounding and attached to a central half orb about the size of a softball. And this entire thing is probably cantaloupe sized. On the flat face of the half sphere is kind of an indentation of a sphere about the size of a baseball. So it looks like there's a half sphere that's hollowed out a little bit in the middle. And there's a bunch of papers around.
Well, let's look at those. There's nobody else in here, though.
There are 2 crewmates kind of sleeping in hammocks on some of them, but they're sleeping and they're snoring pretty handily.
Okay. Then, honestly, I think Seredin's just gonna hop out of the backpack and look at the papers and the thing.
All right. On the papers, you can see it looks kind of like blueprints. I don't know how familiar Seredin specifically would be with blueprints, but
Oh, no.
it looks like there are parts of it that are like magnetized, and it seems that the rings are kind of free floating a little bit. And there's also one of the diagrams has a picture of the catalyst.
Okay. Would the catalyst fit into that indentation? Like,
yeah, you think it probably would.
Oh, sick. Do we want to put it into the invitation?
The crystals are kind of like they are like big enough to like fit in the palm of your hand.
Mm-hmm.
And I think a baseball, like, I haven't played in a while, but as far as I know, that's kind of
yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Do we want to...
See, the thing is that we have no idea. Can I also investigate the blueprints and see if I can find any information on what the thing is like for?
You can see that from the blueprints and just looking at this thing. I'll roll investigation.
I'm also still. I went back to the cells.
Yep. Yes,
I
you
didn't
did.
follow you guys.
17.
Yes, you did. The person who is good at machines is not here. But with a 17, you can see that just because you've seen more than one of these maps, a lot of the measurements that are on the like rings and stuff and the blueprints are the same kind of measurements that they use on the maps and the like numerical values they attach to the constellations.
But no idea what, like, there's no, like, text or anything. Like, it's not instructional.
There's not really text. It's not instructional, but that's kind of what you get.
Maybe it's meant to use, like, something with the stars and to power it, and then with the catalyst. Maybe he's trying to make his own portal.
Interesting.
See,
it'd be so funny if we just took all of this down to the
really
cells.
wants to just stick the catalyst in there and see what happens. Another part of me thinks that's a terrible idea that can only backfire.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at right now.
Like, I really want to, but I should not.
I think in your investigation of it, you pick up this machine, and it is light enough to carry.
Oh, we're stealing it. Let's go.
Is the crystal glowing?
I grab a few of the blueprints.
The crystal is not glowing.
Okay.
Thank you, Venus.
Okay.
Interesting.
I think, well, putting an old crystal in probably wouldn't do anything, right?
Well,
I don't.
like-
Because the other crystal didn't work.
That
Yeah,
wouldn't test anything.
so
For the
maybe-
other portal.
Yeah, what would this
Do you want me to
accomplish?
put the arc... Do you want me to put it in there?
I mean, you can. I
Kind
just
of.
don't think it's going to do anything.
I think I'm gonna put it in there.
I can't
Do it,
stop
do
you.
it,
I
do
can,
it.
I
And
could
Wren-
try to stop you, but I
Wren
would
puts
fail.
it in there.
Ren puts it in. Okay.
Wren-
As you when you put it into the slot, it starts to glow. And it kind of floats in the middle of that spot, and the whole thing also kind of floats. And
Take it out.
the rings,
Can I take it out?
the rings start to spin around.
I'm gonna try really hard to yank it out. Can I do the strongest strength check in my
It's not.
life?
It's not making any sound. And before you kind of reach into it, but there's like a field that it has created around this like orb, and it stops your hand. Your hand just bounces off of it.
Ouch.
You could roll strength if you wanted, but
Can we observe?
14 plus 7.
okay, you you reach your hand in, and it it bounces off, but your hand was strong enough that instead of your hand bouncing off of it, it kind of bounced off your hand, and it glides along the table and off the table,
No.
but it remains in the air.
Oh.
Okay,
And
Seredin's
as
gonna
it's-
be ready
as
to
it's-
catch it if it falls.
As it's in the air, it the rings kind of move, and Venus, you can tell that a lot of these markings didn't really make a lot of sense until they aligned with each other. And you see now there's directional navigational data, and it is pointing kind of away towards the back of the ship.
It's a compass.
Should we follow it? Can I
well, I mean, we can't really.
Seredin, you said you were there?
Yeah,
Guide
I'm
it
there
under
ready
my
to catch
cloak.
it.
It falls, and you catch it in your hand. And there's another one of those fields around the entire thing, but it just kind of feels smooth to just hold, so you're not grabbing onto the rings and stuff. But it's kind of floating in your hand, and as you like kind of hold it and move it a little bit, you can see that the rings are adjusting like in sync, just very, very slightly as you move it around.
Oh my god, it's a compass.
This is absolutely sick. Like, we're gonna get in so much trouble. But this is sick.
Can you fucking shove it in my backpack? I don't know.
Seredin just puts it in his backpack. I'm just gonna take the blueprints too. I don't fucking know. And
Okay.
then jumps back in Meadow's backpack.
Are you heading back to the cell?
I guess.
This is insane.
Wasn't there another room?
I don't think we can just stay in
I
this.
mean, they're gonna notice.
I think we've
But
gotta
no,
get
the
out.
crystal
That's-
is gone. The machine is gone. Our stuff, weird. We have it. I wonder if they've been out of
Okay,
their cells, guys.
We go back to the cell, we grab Marsh, we follow wherever the fuck this is leading back to the back
But
of
I
the
think
ship, maybe.
it's possible that it's pointing to something outside of the ship, and we would have to steer the ship in that direction, which is...
Oh my god, wait, this gives us an objective for the rowboat.
That's
I
true.
agree with the getting Marsh part.
We need to get Marsh either way, though.
Yeah, so I mean we'd have to go down to that level anyways, and then there's another door. So maybe that leads to the rowboat.
So, getting Marsh.
So,
Let's go get Marsh.
So let's go.
All right, you head down to Marsh and you show them this very, very cool thing that you've found.
Oh my god. Can I hold it?
Yeah,
Can
sure.
can I touch it?
I mean, we already stole it, so...
Is it still spinning and floating?
It is still floating, and kind of the rings have, especially as you've like moved down through it, the rings have like, as you turn, the rings kind of all still point in the same like direction that they've been pointing. And Marsh, you can tell that it's got like, it's like magnetized, but there's also like gyroscopic components that you've seen before, and they're used like in this as well.
Yeah. I took the blueprints as well, so I'm gonna like let Marsh look at them.
I would love to look at these. So, it seems to be pointing towards somewhere. Can I do some kind of check on this using my skills and tools that I have, that I've
Go
worked with
for
for
it.
many years? Would you say that my Tinker's tools would my proficiency in Tinker's tools would help me with my
You've got,
perception?
I'd say, machine proficiency.
Okay, great. Fucking Google D20 roller. Don't fail me now. That's not bad. So would it be intelligence?
Sure.
Intelligence proficiency? 19.
Okay, yeah, you know kind of what I told you already about it. You can tell that these, the fields around them are somewhat like electromagnetic, but there's something like else, and they're like, as you really investigate, you can see they're kind of shimmering the same kind of blue that the crystal does. And
Which crystal did you put in here?
The third one, the one that I grabbed from the cave.
No.
The third one.
Yeah.
No?
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah.
Yeah, Wren
I thought you guys
Ren
put in
put
the
his
first
crystal
one.
in.
But Wren doesn't
okay.
have the one that we grabbed from the cave. I have the one that we grabbed from the cave.
What?
No? I have
Because it was
an
on the
older
ground.
one.
No, you have Marsh's from
I have
the first
Marsh's,
one.
right. Never mind.
Yeah. Okay. I'm doing a detect magic on this one too. I'm using another spell slot.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm literally just imbuing my Tinker's tools with detect magic. and then
that's so
kind of,
cool.
like,
Okay, that's really
using
cool.
them to kind of pick this apart. Not literally, but
You, with your detect magic and your tools, you can tell that there is a lot of conjuration at play here.
conjuration. Interesting. Okay. I think Marsh kind of goes like full autism mode and goes, "This is fascinating. I've worked with the machines that have similar types of components to this." And I'm like opening the blueprints. But none of the archways none of them worked like this, but Corvus or someone on the ship seems to have found a way to make a device that might seem to point towards a portal, which is fascinating.
I don't like that Kairos Corvette. I'm just gonna call him Kairos. I don't care. I don't like that he has access to
It's
this sort of thing
interesting.
because
Yeah, no.
I
Me
think
neither.
he
You
know
wants
what?
to.
If you really think about it, he doesn't, because we stole it.
And I did take the blueprints, so
Yeah, he's gonna have to reinvent that one.
Can I make a history check to see if I've seen any type of machine before that has this type of this brand of inventing, so not just the magnetism, but the slot for the crystal and stuff like that.
I think you've done a lot of rolls on this thing already,
Yes.
and you would it is unique.
Corvus doesn't seem to be the type of person that would be able to make these things.
You're saying he's dumb? Calling him a dumbass? On his own shit?
I'm not. He doesn't have artificer vibes to me.
he seems like more of a fighting and being scary kind of guy.
More than a kind of inventor type person.
Yeah, he doesn't even wear glasses.
I don't know. I feel like he sort of looks a little bit adjacent. He looks like he could be an actor who could play someone who's good at science stuff.
All right.
Well, we haven't seen what he looks like because there's a helmet on him constantly.
That's
but
a
if he's
deep pull.
Kairos. Yeah.
I don't think that's the pull that the audience heard. Like the original bit that you're referencing here.
They fully
Anyway.
don't. They fully do not know who you told me to use as a reference for the art that I made of Kairos. No.
No, I think in the episode you did say he looks
Did
like
I?
David Tennant.
Okay,
I think
all right.
so.
Well,
might
David
have.
Tennant, I guess, is
Either way, we said it now.
The reference went completely over my head.
We have to
which is
progress the story.
hilarious.
I was just
You
thinking
guys.
about David Tennant because I've been doing that a lot recently.
The story needs to be progressed.
Okay.
We should follow this 100%. We should do it now.
Yeah, let's see
Right
if
now?
the rowboat's through that door then, I
Yes.
guess.
Yeah, let's go to the door.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Marsh is so pumped. I'm just. Did I kind of point in the air to where their voices were? Do you two still want invisibility on you?
I mean, why
I
not?
feel like invisibility is good until we get somewhere.
Okay. All right, let's go. And I follow where it's pointing to.
All right. It is pointing towards the door. That you can tell has led outside.
With all the guys in it?
No.
No.
The
There's
laughing
the
guys?
door on the cell block that has the two piles of treasure next to it,
Oh, yeah.
and there's the door between them that you can see the night sky through.
We go through
Okay.
it.
Are there people outside of the door? Is there a window on the door?
There is a window in the door. Do you want to do perception?
Yep.
All right.
Ooh, that's not a good. 8.
8.
Love me 8s.
It doesn't need to be all that great, because through the door,
Through the door.
you can see, kind of leaning over one of these boats,
No.
you see Cyrus.
Oh.
Damn
Boo. Wait. Someone who's
I turned
invisible. Just push him over. Push him out. Push him into the water.
I'm not
Cyrus out there.
He fucking deserves
I'm not
it.
doing it.
Stab.
Venus, do you feel like pushing Cyrus off the ship into the water?
Do
Do you think he can swim?
That's a good question.
I don't fucking know.
Okay, so this
don't
is the
care,
balcony,
just-
right?
I don't really care. Yeah.
It's because the ship's moving,
like a
so
little
he'll get
balcony
left
area.
behind, and then we can just wait a little bit and then freaking go.
It's a little balcony area, and the boats.
Unless
there's a
he
boat
can
out
like
there.
fly or something.
Since when
That
would he
would
be able to fly?
I don't know. People have magic.
I've never heard of this. What is
What's magic?
magic?
I kind of just nudge Venus towards the door. I was like, yeah, just go and
I don't know if I
Yeah.
think that's
we need the boats.
well, yeah, but maybe he's just gonna leave, you know?
Through where? Through the door that we're standing in,
Well, I don't condone
or off the side of
just
the ship?
pushing
'Cause that's what
people
we
over
were
the side of the
planning.
ship. I, Alex, however, absolutely condone pushing people. Push him! Push him!
I'm
But not
just.
into one of the boats that's hanging off.
What if we?
Is it one or multiple?
What if we just kill him?
I think that's what pushing him off is trying to accomplish.
Yeah, taking care of him for
I
now.
would really love to take care of him in a
It's just
permanent sense.
Just someone do it,
Well,
please.
I'll
We have
push
to
him if
progress
you
the
don't
plot.
want
if we keep
to.
arguing about this, we're gonna run out of a chance to push him because we're invisible. We're not inaudible.
I'm not.
Can I
invisible.
roll? I want to do it. Venus, if you don't want to, I want to.
Ren,
I'll sneak over. I'll push
this
him.
is your thing. I don't know how game I am to this idea, so it's all you, bud.
Okay,
So
what do I
push
need
Ren
to
towards the
roll?
door instead.
TINFOLD.
Stealth first.
Oh, Jesus, I just dropped my d20. Hold on.
I don't know if we should be doing. I feel like if this fails, we're getting in a lot more trouble.
I
for
don't
attempted
care.
murder.
I'm gonna be honest. I want to hurt this guy so bad.
Okay.
I got a 17 plus 5 for stealth.
Excellent. I'm actually gonna contest that
Okay.
Passive perception?
with just a perception roll for him.
Interesting.
Wait, shit, my stealth is actually plus 6. What the fuck?
Yeah, you said
Oh
that
no,
earlier.
it's better.
Yeah. Never mind. 17 plus 6.
23.
Which,
Well, he rolled a 17, but there's no way he's got a +6 perception. So
okay.
you
Can
sneak
I
up on him.
strength, just sort of like push him?
You, as you're out here, you can tell there's not like a ledge that he's over, but like there's like the rail, and then there's 4 boats that kind of like surround this area, and there's like pulley systems.
Pick him up and throw him.
Okay, in that case,
I can make a
I think I'm
bomb.
gonna take my maul and just sort of
Oh my
whack him
God!
in the head with it, knock him
Yeah,
out.
knock him out. Knock him out.
Yes!
That's such a good idea.
This could
Can I do this?
backfire
Yeah.
so
Let's do this
badly.
non-lethal attack. Or lethal attack.
Okay, attack roll is a 13 plus 7.
Oh! Huh?
20.
So that's a 20, dirty 20.
What?
Well, that hits.
What are you fucking
And I will
doing
say,
today, bro?
in order to knock him out, you need to
Just,
do enough damage to bring him down to 0.
but it's a maul to his head.
That's how.
That is how
Can I,
D&D combat works.
Can I,
Tim is correct.
I mean, I know, but can I, like, I guess grapple him? Like, hit him to the floor and then, like, cup my hand over his face?
Yeah, I will let you
Okay.
do that.
Okay.
Because I guess maybe that would count as a surprise
2d6
round.
plus 4.
Yeah,
Where
it
are
is
my
a
D6s?
definitely a surprise round.
D6s.
It's so stupid that you can't go
Plus-
unconscious unless you go to hit
So,
0.
well, the thing is that he is too
Yeah,
high. Like,
it's
if he
only
was,
8
if he was,
damage.
no, yeah, like if he was low
which
level, that would be
is
enough.
not gonna make him unconscious, but it's 8. It did get to hit him in the
You
head
did hit him right in the head
a
with your
big
big heavy
hammer.
hammer. And
with my
he...
big heavy hammer.
Okay, so you swing your hammer down onto his head, and you hear a very loud bonk, and he falls to the ground. And he is like leaning now against the railing, and he turns around and he looks up at you.
And I cup my hand over his face and like sort of hold him.
He
Just
puts his hands up in like a surrender motion.
Hey Cyrus, how you doing? Just sort of whisper in his ear. Thought so, yeah. So me and my buddies here are gonna
Voice
leave.
drop.
You know? And I think that you are gonna have to be tied up. Okay. I wave everyone over.
Okay.
Hand still over his mouth?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I guess we
Take
come
over.
over. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I think we've established that like we can just have ropes. So,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go ahead and start.
It's also a ship.
Yeah,
So
there's gonna be
definitely
ropes.
some.
No, but
I'm doing this-
we have ropes. We've so established many
You've got
times
ropes.
that we have ropes.
What's up, Rain?
The poisonous mushroom spores that I have samples of, those made people go... Was
Deaf.
it blind or deaf? Okay.
Deaf.
Okay.
What if we thought of that earlier?
Interesting.
Anyway.
So
Yeah.
I'm gonna start
Cook
tying up
him.
his
I don't know.
feet so I can reach his feet. So I'm gonna tie those up. Someone else can do
All
the
right.
hands.
He's not resisting at all. So you can just do it.
While we're
I'm
like
not gonna need you to.
shifting around, I grab my dagger out and I'm holding it to his neck.
Are we
Okay,
sure?
I feel like-
Are we sure that you got rid of all of your homoerotic feelings for this man? Because
I was
feel
gonna say,
like
it seems like this is really silly.
This is not the time to discuss it. I told him.
As you have like your
He's
like
cradled in my arms
Right,
with a knife
yeah.
pressed to his
Yeah.
You have like your knife pressed to his throat, and as you're kind of talking about that, like you draw a little bit of blood because he giggles, just very slightly, or like he not giggles, he like chuckles.
I'm enjoying
Giggles is
this
the
guy.
wrong word. He
Can we
chuckles.
just put him in the boat? Take him with us?
What if we take a second boat, put him in the boat, we row them both out, we leave him stranded in the middle
what
of the
if we tie
fucking
him up
ocean?
and we just keep in our boat and we just add him to our party? I'm having a great time with this guy.
Whatever, sure. I don't want him to alert the
Wait,
people.
should we? You have a dagger to his throat, so if he pulls any shit, you can, get him. And we have him tied up, so let's see what he has to say for himself.
I
While
don't
they're
want to
tying
let his
him up.
mouth free because he's gonna scream.
But if
No,
he
but then you can
screams, then you stab him. Well,
kill him.
don't do that,
Kill
actually.
him.
But, you could.
There's a
That's the
Hey, Cyrus, you're
implication.
coming on the
Him up.
boat with us, I think.
Can me and Venus be like getting ready one of the boats?
While we're bullshitting over
One
here,
of the
yeah.
boats, while they're like
Yeah,
tying him
totally.
up. And... Awesome. We're doing that.
Do we have...
Me and you, Venus.
I'm
Me
gonna
and you.
just get literally anything out of my bag that we can tie over his mouth and gag him so we don't have to keep doing this.
I'm curious. He's being so weird right now.
Yeah, I don't
You're
like
being
how
weird, man.
he's
So
complying
weird
with
right
all
now.
this.
Maybe he's into it,
Yeah,
you
what
know?
if they want us to take him and then they use him to track us?
Like, why was he by the only
Probably.
escape route?
Probably. I think we take him on the boat, we get his answers, we drown him in the middle of the fucking ocean.
Dear
Drowning people in the
God.
middle of the fucking ocean. You're so violent.
Just let him say something,
You're just
please.
Are you mad because the alternate dimension Cyrus rejected you?
Are you the same guy? Yes or no? You can nod. Do you know me?
He nods.
Oh, cool. Well, this Cyrus then, I guess.
It's this. He's done enough. I think we can kill him.
Is Corvus Heath Kairos?
He's like thinking, and he doesn't really know how to.
Is it like
answer
a ship
that.
of
He, like,
Theseus?
kinda tilts
Is
his
it
head
where it's
and,
like,
like-
if you replace every board of the ship, is it still the same boat? Like he is Kairos, but is he though? Like philosophically, is he Kairos?
He kind of like do you have your hand over his mouth still?
We gagged him, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
But also, like the dagger's still.
I want to hear
I'm
his
pro
words.
letting him just talk.
Please.
But this is
little bit,
funny.
yeah.
He's got like a rope in his mouth, but
He can
like
scream.
he could mumble around it probably.
Huh?
Like he has a rope. Like Meadow gagged him, right?
I think I
Not
said
yet.
I
So he's
gagged
got
him.
like a rope in his mouth. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Are you gonna scream?
Wow.
He shakes his head fervently. No.
I mean, if he screams now, then he's earned a bit of a beating, I think. So
I uncup his mouth just a little bit so he can talk, but my hand is like right here, ready to.
Well, thank you for letting me speak, I guess. What was the question?
is he Kairos?
That is a difficult.
Is it like the thing that I said with
Kinda
the like
question to
with his
answer.
like technically, but like philosophically,
Theseus
is he?
is not far off.
Yeah. Is it like he's Kairos, but this time he's played by Matt Smith?
All right.
Oh man, I wish I thought of that joke.
I think you won the episode.
Oh man. Man, I need water. I forgot to grab some. It's really it's not that. It's not as simple as like a yes or a no. Really, he's if you saw him, without his helmet on, you would say yeah.
Is he burnt from?
Does he? Because you wait. So you're the same guy. You remember? Does he?
I would say, remember what?
What happened in
Well, us.
Stone Shift? Shiftstone.
Like, is it the same memories, but
Bitch, he died.
He so died. Yeah, no, I know. I was there. He's so dead.
Can we get him on the ship? I think we're taking him with us. Actually, it doesn't fucking matter. Come with us on the ship.
He submits to you.
Yeah, he does.
Don't say what is egg.
He gets on the boat, and you guys kind of like lower it down with the pulley system, and you head off sailing, rowing, I guess,
In the middle of
on
the
this
night.
boat in the middle of the night. No alarms are raised on the ship. You don't see any crew trying to look for you, and you slip off into the night with Cyrus as your prisoner, I guess.
Whoa.
You guys leveled up. I'm gonna start with Venus.
Of course.
Naturally. How did you level up this time?
Okay, so this is really exciting, you guys. Venus is now level 5, right? That's
5.
crazy.
Wow.
Venus got one single thing. She grew some feet. That's a silly Dungeons and Dragons joke for you. Venus got a feat. It's called Savage Attacker.
This our comedy podcast.
Thank you. So Savage Attacker says, once per turn, when you roll damage for a melee weapon attack, you can re-roll the weapon's damage dice and use either total. So
That's
beat them
pretty
down.
sick.
And
Beat him
that's
down.
Venus.
You're really good at fighting now.
Oh yeah,
Even better.
so good at fighting. Just you wait, guys.
Marsh.
Whoa, I didn't expect you to call on me next. This is so crazy.
Doug. I mean, Seredin.
Oh,
Hello.
okay, well, okay.
Yeah. So I believe I got just a new spell or two. If that, I think I just got one new spell. I got spike growth, so I can make a bunch of spikes grow and make it slow terrain and hurt people there. And then I also
Very
got
self-explanatory spell name.
yeah. And then I also got the feat stealthy, which just makes me really stealthy.
Yeah.
Very good.
Crazy.
Meadow.
That's a good question. Spell slots, I think, mostly.
Cool.
Very cool.
Cool.
I don't remember, Tin. Okay, just
All right,
for our beloved audience, which again, when I say that, I mean you specifically, dear listener, on a personal level. I love you. Anyway, Tin forgot to record this when we were actually recording the
Okay.
episode right after we leveled up.
We
So
all
it's been a
forgot.
while, so I do
It's
not
Tin's
He's
remember.
also editing this,
I
so
don't
that's
remember. But spell slots, I know I got spell slots.
all right. Spell slots is good enough. Ren.
I'm pretty sure she just got buffer, to be honest. Brendan's now a level 4 barbarian, level 1 cleric. Yeah, I think I just got more muscles. I've been doing some push-ups.
That's pretty sweet.
Those pecs are fire right now.
Oh, I chose my primal path and such.
What? Oh yeah. What's your primal path?
Path of the Ancestral Guardian.
That's pretty big. That's more than just buffness.
I forgot.
right. Yes. Now Marsh. Are you ready? Is it?
Yes, I am
Are
ready
you cool
now.
if I call on you now?
I got in my armor feature is 5th level extra attack. I also got 2 more spells that don't count against the number of artificer spells I prepare, which is mirror image and shatter. I also picked up 2 feats, which I don't think I was supposed to do, but you gave me the wrong information. So now I have 2 of them. And so next time we level up, I
Okay.
just won't take anything. I got linguist and I got keen mind. Do you want me to explain those or no? Marsh just got really smart.
You got real smart. That's cool. All right.
Yeah.
That's it. All right. We'll see you next time on Dice Club, I guess.
Bye-bye, everyone.